Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on Settra, episode 25, and I advanced a little bit. Of course, there's going to be a lot of auto-resolve fiesta, as I like to call it. I actually managed to destroy some of the armies here with an ambush, and that was great because when it happens on the enemy turn, then you get replenishment on your turn, and that's insane. You can actually finish off an end game such as this really fast. You know, just an ambush on one turn, and then on the other turn you attack, and that's it. You know, and that's 8 armies gone really easily. And that's how I've been doing things. I'm going to reinforce now that I've cleared Manfred. I'm going to reinforce and try to attack Argulon here, destroy him. And there's going to be a lot of skipping ahead. I'm going to go over here and do the same thing as I did with Manfred to Vlad. It shouldn't be too much trouble. If there's an important battle, of course, I'll show you. The green skins also have the Azak here with a lot of stacks, but they seem to be a little bit depleted, so that's fine. Clan Mulder does have a lot of stacks there as well, and I'm sending a couple of armies I have way too much gold, so I think I can unlock 2 dynasties and then start building up some forces. Yeah, look at that. I can even unlock a secondary one. So for now I have 1 army here. So might as well do this one here. It doesn't have the Ushapti building, so let me check. Here might be as well a better place to recruit a unit. So let's go Massive Ceremony, Trustworthy, or Scavenger. All of them are pretty fine, but I think that I want the 2 charges of the Banishment spell, which is good. So what am I going to go for? Some Necrosphinxes here, some Ushapti Great Bows. I'll have more later on, of course. And for now, I think I want some Tomb Scorpions. And the reason why I'm choosing these units is because I know it by heart that they synergize well. One is anti-infantry, other anti-large, other ranged units. But they have... This is just 2 red line of the main red line skills. Oh, I might as well just get a few cannons. That would be interesting to take. Yeah, that would be an interesting take. Especially worth it versus factions that have great anti-large. So that's good. From afar, of course. I can even bring a couple of catapults or casket of souls, who knows, to do a little bit more damage there. Let me get a necrotect, that's for sure, to that army. Yeah, I don't need it for this one, so yeah, let's go for that. Even in the late game, it's difficult to start, you know, to keep playing with the immense set of decisions that it's just, you wish you could say, oh, I want this template for this army, you know? So what I do is I typically have a few templates on my head that I'll use, and you kind of have to memorize the buffs, like the redline skills and stuff. If you wish, I have all of those in a PowerPoint slides that I can showcase to you guys. Okay, they're all in my Google Drive, and I typically use them while I'm playing just to see, oh, okay, I can make a composition here and here and here, and that's it, you know, with those units. So I don't have to think too much on what type of units do I want, and I just use a few templates. Okay, a few, well, I use tons of them, but still. Okay, as you can see, priority always the red line and research, and then into the specific ones, and only then into the yellow line. So this is mostly because he'll have already a lot of stuff in terms of items, for instance, and that's always good. Speaking of items, let me go and do a little bit of selecting which units will have which items, and just spending some of my mortuary cult stuff. So let me get the better armor. Yeah, the regeneration would be amazing if it weren't, because we already have regeneration. So might as well just take the physical resistance and extra armor there. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, my voice. There we go. We're gonna have a lot of those Armor of Dawns, actually. Now, there's some people who like to go into the unique items. I think wasting 10 items, rare items for 1 unique item is not worth it. I prefer to have all my heroes leveled up, or my lords leveled up, other than that. So Blade of Saptep, that would be nice. What is the arm? You know, I want the heroic killing blow. That's always a very nice one to have. It's a very straightforward one, but yeah. So I want the Armor of Dawn as well. Let me get the best enchanted item. Not the best, I wish. Yeah, that battle healing cap is really good, but I might as well just get the Hieratic Jar. It's just like a potion of healing, so it's kind of fine. And I might as well just get a little bit of that barrier hit points. Barrier hit points are really good because let's say that you're under attack by missiles or something. It goes through the barrier, it takes a little bit of health, and then you just withdraw the unit and suddenly you're back to full health almost, you know? So it's really important to have that extra barrier because it helps thwart everything other than continuous attacks, you know? No, I don't want the enchanted books because most of it's about the upkeep change, you know, and I really don't need the upkeep on Tomb King, so it's kind of like one of those that the books of Khorne really don't affect me much and are not worthy of inclusion here. So that's a lot of armies from the Vampire Counts, but as you can see, we have successfully done a lot of ambushing. And I skipped ahead, of course. And now it's all about just mopping up. So there's an auto-resolve fiesta coming in through, lots of battles. I took care of the Oak of Ages there. So just setting up a little bit of how I'm approaching. Not a worthy battle anywhere, you know, nothing that would stand out. I might have to do just one battle for this episode if nothing really stands out. I'm already attacking Lustria. And that was actually easy. I thought the Skaven would give me a worthy battle, but they have a lot of Skaven slaves on their armies or clan rats as well, alongside the elite units. I still don't have the specific one because of the Vermintide. That means it only shows up after 10 turns. And I completely forgot about it. So the Vermintide actually is going to cause me some trouble. And yeah, 133 turn. Let me skip ahead. And the Vermintide has happened, and I suddenly am at war with with the clans, and I completely forgot about that. Completely. So it's welcoming. It's gonna take me a little bit by surprise. My garrisons should be able to handle a couple of these stacks, but shouldn't be too much trouble. And also my allies should be of assistance. I'm gonna get a few extra lords. I have the money for extra dynasties. By the way, you have a maximum amount because you have a maximum of mortuary cults, but it's like 50 armies or something. I don't know. I could get 3 dynasties on this turn. Okay, I can get 3 armies, and I barely can spend the gold for it. I still have enough gold, so that's just spamming armies at the end game, you know? And it's gonna be, you know, after those 3 armies, I can just open up a new front or just handle really well other fronts, you know? Alright. It's just a typical Skeleton Archer Chariot army with some Cameron War Sphinx. Cameron War Sphinx, they combine really well with the Skeleton Archer Chariots because they benefit from the same red line skills, which is really important here. Now, what else? I could get some dwarf units, I guess. If I don't get 2 of a specific, I don't want it. And I definitely don't want their infantry. Well, I could want their infantry, but it's not the ones that I'm going to see doing a lot more damage and difference, you know? So Necrotect, let's get Tomb Prince. Yeah. Infantry Master, that's nice. Aggressive, yeah, there we go. That's cool. And there was an incursion here by the Chaos Dwarfs, which I'm finishing off because I sent a couple of armies through those gates. You know, you can teleport. And I'm already finishing them off. Okay, I'm going to attack Kemmler, by the way. It's all nearly finished, and also Arguilon, and also Vlad only has Kasteldrakenhof and Waldenhof. So we're going to be able to destroy a couple of armies from the end games, you know, so that we can, you know, start getting to the victory, let's say, of the domination victory, or the end of the end games. Let's fight this battle here, because I'm seeing that there's not a lot of battles worthy to show, and I'm just going like, okay, let me grab anything. This is against Skulltaker, why not? And then we get a map like this, where it's just gonna be brutal for them. Let's see if Khorne can breach us. We have a line of Tomb Guard halberds, and then a line of Ushabti, and then a line of Ushabti great bows, which will devastate the enemy before they reach us. Skulltaker is here, but he's gonna take a lot of damage. I initially wanted him to cast... I wanted to cast Net, but he's way too fast to cast it, by the way. I would have to withdraw my forces to even do some damage with the missiles there. So yeah, there's no problem there. And let's issue a banishment right in the thick of things. It's going to the wrong side. I wish it went towards my forces, you know. That would be much better, but still it did considerably damage. And of course my missiles are doing a lot of damage too. Let me use my barrage, legionary barrage ability. And just sending in the Ushabti, which will do tremendously well against anything that they have here, actually. And the Tomb Guard halberds, which have armor piercing, so they will also do a lot of damage. So overall, really cool. And yeah, as you can see, they're just hammering against the wall and not able to process anything. Even Skulltaker is going, what is happening? I usually just swarm in and attack and I win. Not today, Skulltaker, not today. It was a decent, let's say, army, full of demonic units, but the problem with demonic units is that you can also cause them to rout and vanish, so yeah. They don't rout, by the way. I say rout. No, it's not rout. It's the disintegration situation. But yeah, overall, my Tomb Guard units are doing really well, holding on. I mean, look at that. I barely have anyone in the red or anything like that, and he's already really low. We're going to see the army losses kicking in very soon, and that's a victory against Skulltaker. Poor Skulltaker. He's about to be destroyed very soon. There we go. Run back to your master. Bring him some toys for me. Yeah, some skulls for him, but not enough to justify it. I even had, you know, 0 kills. Banishment. That's even worse than doing the some kills there. So yeah, we are having some troubles, yes, against the Skaven here. Likely he's going to take over Lamia, which is a problem because it was already well developed, but still, that's to be expected in some end games. I'm already doing some extra armies and sending them in. Already use this to go through to the Chaos Dwarf endgame, and that one should be over very soon as well. And over here, Ikit is coming over. We're about to destroy Arguilon, which that's the second to last. Yeah, there's like a couple of them here. And I've managed to destroy nearly Vlad. I'm also going to destroy Vlad, which is going to be excellent. And then I'm going to go over against the Greenskins, so destroying Azag and capturing their places. Everything seems to be fine. I'm allied with Drazoth, or at least we're doing fine. Clan Molder is going to be the next one that's dangerous, really. And likely they're gonna force me some underextension. You know, I'm gonna have to stop overextending. Pestilence is trying to do something, but really the battles here haven't been too difficult. That was actually a 1v2, and I just auto it really easily. It was like losing one tomb god for that.
Address me as your highness.
Yep. And as you can see, there's some weapons teams, but they sometimes lack completely frontline, and I'm like, yeah, my army is gonna demolish that. But right now, I just want to take over my losses, some tomb guards that I lost here in the auto resolves, and yeah, because you have, you know, free units, it's just like you can send them in and do this and be just fine. Let me see if I can attack it. Yep, that's a decisive victory. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. So now I'm going to have 5 armies in this place. Actually 6, because I'm going to make a mistake with one, but actually a healthy mistake. But we'll see that on the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next. Bye-bye.